Okay, 8th grade. I said if I had time to show you guys how to do 5, 10, and 15. If you'd been here in class, you would have seen how to do 15, but I might do it anyways. So let's look at 5 here. So it says, what is the approximate height of the cylinder? And you can see here that that's in question. And it says use 3.14 for pi, and if necessary, round to the nearest tenth. All right, so what's the volume? The volume is 314 feet cubed. And I'm just going to, I'll just write down 314, okay, feet cubed, okay, equals, remember the formula that they talked about early on in the examples is basically the base times the height. And how do you get the base? Remember the base, or the area of a circle, the area equals pi r squared. Now in this case, the area of a circle and the base is the same thing. We just don't know what the bottom is here, but whatever it is, multiplied by the height would give us the volume. So here's the volume, 314. And so the base, or the area, equals pi r squared. Pi is 3.14. Okay. And what's the radius? The radius is, if you look at this here, it's 10. And it's radius squared. So what's 10 squared? That's going to be 100. So 3.14 times 100 equals what? 314. All right. So this here helped us figure out what the base is. The base is 314. So I can rewrite this now as the volume, which is 314 feet cubed, equals, what's the base? The base is 314 times h. Looks pretty easy now. You want to find out what the height is, right? That's what they're asking. So 314 divided by 314, they cancel out. So we have 1 equals h. So for number 5, the height is 1. All right. Let me see here. I also said I'd do number 10. Let's look at 10 here. So 10, get this where you guys can see it here. It says the company is designing a new cylinder water bottle. The volume of the water bottle is 103 cubic centimeters. What's the radius of the water bottle? Estimate using 3.14 for pi and round to the nearest 100th. So this is number 10. So remember, volume equals the base times the height. All right. So what's the volume? It's 103. Okay. Equals base times the height. But we don't know the base because we're looking for the radius, so we don't know the base. Because if we did, we could quickly figure that out. But we do know the height times 8.1. So we need to get the base by itself for starters. So I'm going to divide each side by 8.1. 8.1. They cancel out. So 103 divided by 8.1 was 12.7. So the base of this is 12.7, or the area of this cylinder is 12.7. What are we talking about here? Is it centimeters. Centimeters cubed, because we're talking about area. So what is the base? Well, it's the same thing as the area. And remember, the formula for area of a circle, area equals pi r squared. So that's what B is. So I can rewrite this as 12.7 equals pi r squared. R squared. So I want to get the r all by itself. So for starters, I'll just divide each side by pi. They cancel out. I have equals r squared over there. 12.7 divided by pi, I got 4.05. All right? Not done, because this is r squared. 4.05 equals r squared. So I need to find out what the square root of 4.05 is. So the square root of 4.05 equals r. And if you did the square root of 4.05, you should end up with 2.01 equals r. And remember, r is the radius, and that's what they're asking for. What is the radius of the water bottle? Lots of steps in that one. And then I already did, 15 class here. Did it on the excuse me, I did it on the board. But there was 2 or 3 students absent today, so I'll do number 15 here. Get this where you can see it here. So number 15 says an insulated collar is made to cover a pipe. So it looks like the pipe, I'm assuming, would be the inside. And it says find the material used to make the collar. So that's the outside. And it says let the radius equal 3 inches and the radius equals 5 inches. So notice the larger r and the smaller r. The smaller r is the radius of the inside cylinder or inside area. That's the actual pipe that we're covering. The larger radius includes all of it. And so that's what I need to do. I need to figure out, first off, the volume of everything. So volume equals the base times the height. And so volume equals, it's pi r squared, right? Pi r squared. That's the base times the height. And so volume equals pi, so it's going to be 3.14 times r squared. So for the whole thing, what's the radius? They give it to us right there, 5. What's 5 squared? That's 25. What's the length or the height? Oh yeah, they give it to us right here, 21 inches times 21 equals, and I did it in my calculator here, and it's 1,648.5. So that's the volume of the entire cylinder here, not just the inside and not just the outside, but all of it. Excuse me. Now I know all of it here, 1,648.5. Now I need to find out just the inside, what they're actually covering. Okay? What they're actually covering. All right, the pipe inside. So I'm going to set it up the same way. Remember, volume equals base times the height. So volume equals pi r squared times the height. Because remember, I'm figuring out just the inside pipe here. And so it's volume equals 3.14. What's the radius of the pipe inside? The small r. All right? 3. What's 3 times 3? That's going to be 9. Times the height is still 21. Equals, and again I use my calculator, and it's 593.46. All right. Now, we know the entire volume, and we know the volume of just what's inside, which is what we're covering. So we need to subtract one from the other. So it's 1,648.5 subtracting 593.14 equals, that's going to be 1,055.04. And what are we talking about here? Does it tell us? Yeah, they're talking about inches. Inches, and remember, it's cubed because we're talking about volume. It's cubed. So that is just the outside material covering it's covering the pipe, because we subtracted the volume of the pipe from the overall. So there's number 15 done for you. Okay, and I will see you guys on Monday.